team is banning.
Looking at Ling here from SUNSPARKS, I normally see Ling struggle against Esmeralda, but that was before when Esmeralda was a main mage. Now Esmeralda is played like a side laner. It's either on the off lane or on the safe laner for teams, which makes me think that maybe Esmeralda isn't that good against Ling anymore. And the bigger factor that you will favor Ling over Esmeralda in this meta is because you can burst down Esmeralda before she is able to snatch those shields away. That's probably why SUNSPARKS are so happy with it. I'm not gonna be surprised if SUNSPARKS pulls off the Angela, or of course the Cho is not a surprise to pick at all. But yeah, SUNSPARKS, if they do pick up the Angela last, I'm not gonna be surprised by it. Now, ULVL, what do you think is their answer here for the Cho, Kufra, one-size-fits-all type of draft?
Well, they're gonna need to lock in a tank. A lot of availability here. Atlas would be a really good one too. Just to play it more defensive-minded. SUNSPARKS do have a fair amount of all of them have really good dive potential. The Cho, the Ling, the Kufra, and the Jawhead. So the Atlas will negate that in the sense that, well, not completely negate, but more of like, if you get dive too hard, if you save up the fatal links, at least you have a bit of insurance that your team's and your backline is going to be okay. Uranus though, Leo, how do you feel about this Uranus pick by ULVL?
I like it. This is a total opposite of what we're used to. We're so used to seeing Uranus in the first 3 picks, but now I think ULVL understands that Uranus is not just a blunt force instrument, that you kind of have to find ways to make Uranus work for you. It's not always going to be, oh yeah, just take Uranus, put a mask on him, put him in the offlane, he'll be fine. I think they understand it here, and I'm excited to see how Escanor brings, the flavor of the month, if you will, onto this matchup against SUNSPARKS. But yeah, last pickup here for SUNSPARKS is going to be that Farsa. Interesting how that's going to interact with this dive comp that ULVL is going to be bringing to the table. Real quick, I need a few seconds to evaluate these two lineups.
Yeah. You know what? I have taken my time. I think SUNSPARKS, the only ace that they have right now is the Ling. But apart from that, they might struggle against ULVL. But you know what? I can't bet against the defending champions. I'm seeing this Ling gonna be able to take off. There's this Claude is gonna struggle.
So as much as I too want to see something interesting from ULVL, the draft really speaks for itself. And speaking for itself, it looks like we are already into the battlefield rock hard between game number 1 of ULVL and SUNSPARKS.
And it is looking really, really spicy here. Again, everyone on ULVL, if you don't notice, they are on Purify. No one's going down, or at least they're going to try not to go down here against SUNSPARKS with a lineup that looked like it was an Angeling lineup, but then suddenly shifted into a Farsa by Greed. And Greed is the one playing it. Greed has always been highlighted by our analysts as one of the best in using any heroes that he uses. And that might be speaking for itself on the other direction, as Deb will take on First Blood here for ULVL in the mid lane.
So far, that was a good call for the side of ULVL. Really, being greedy right there and just being a bourgeois and just really go all out. I mean, they know that they're still in this kind of gold wherein it's not enough for items, but they really were greedy. But you know what? In exchange, SUNSPARKS will take something in return for them as well into the early mids of our game. And that's not all. Look at the knockups that they're insisting on. And Seed and Farsa will go for the cleanup, but they're not yet over. Will they be killing Chu right here? Yes, they will with the help of Farsa's range. And that was a good way to disengage your fight. That was 1-3 rock hard. Really.
Double kill for double kill for Green, and JP coming out with 1. Man, that is absolutely monstrous performance, and all of the main damage dealers getting a big bunch of that gold. SUNSPARKS won out phenomenally in that team fight, and now we will have to wait and see what ULVL does in response, because their Claude here on Chu is not even level 4 yet. That's a big problem. And that might be the problem that we'll be facing on later on as this game progresses.
Definitely. And you know what? I kind of noticed that SUNSPARKS right here, they really know how to compensate for what loss, what pickoffs is ULVL bringing into them. And this is what we're seeing right now in terms of the draft. Okay, they have the Claude, sure, but you have to take out the Claude, needs a little bit space. And speaking of this space, looks like the Ling will be going for that tower dive along with his members right here, but the Atlas will be getting a kill for himself. But up to the Ling has for a trade. But looking at that, the way the Dragon's going to be used against Escanor right here, the Flickers will be used to go out, and Claude will be having that kill alongside with Uranus.
Resurrecting soon.
Absolutely crazy team fights here coming from SUNSPARKS and ULVL here. Again, ULVL this time around, they kind of evened that up. They really got just get an advantage by using Purifies.
And speaking of gold, it still goes down to objective takings for the side of SUNSPARKS right here, and it's already kind of a statement as to why this is necessary, because of course you would like to have as much gold as you can get for your team, and of course for yourself as well, to really go and scale beyond worlds. And to me, this is a good thing or a good call for SUNSPARKS, being patient. They're not really in a rush to go for pickoffs, to go for team fights. They're just really patient right now, and really waiting for that opportunity to really pin down the Valir per se, or the Claude, or any of the squishier heroes of ULVL to just go for that cleanup. But then again, ULVL right here is actually doing a pretty similar thing. They're also not engaging when it's not needed. But speaking of engaging, looks like they will be getting Escanor right here. Ling will be going for that. Oh, and that range is enough to go for that pickoff.
Oh boy, again, it's all gonna be on to JP, free 0 and 2 on that Ling, and of course Tower to boot just boosts the itemization of SUNSPARKS by massive amount here. They are 2,000 gold lead ahead so far of ULVL, and I think they still want to go for more.
Oh.
They're gonna go for the bottom lane. It's basic on the Esmeralda, playing around onto the bush, but not gonna be able to escape. A kill going over to SUNSPARKS once more, and maybe a tower.
SUNSPARKS do not want to waste time, Rockhard, because transitioning from top all the way to the bottom to get those pickoffs as much as possible, it's a sign that they really want to end this, and they will be ending this with the all-over efficiency of the Ling that SUNSPARKS has right now. But ULVL is going to be here. It's going to be a very messy fight. Onto the top side, there will be a tower dive going to commence, but they will be flickered out with a break of health. But let's see up to what extent. Looks like KLVJ is onto the harassment right here, but 2 is going to be there to just go and poke and beyond. They are on separate ways, but the Cobra gets a kill for himself. Abusing that low health of an Atlas right there. It was messy. It was crowded. It was scattered. It was all out, but still, it was on the hands of SUNSPARKS, who has the advantage.
Yeah, they got ahead here in the early team fights just because they already forced Deb to use the flicker in a defensive manner. And after that, they knew it was safe to go for the all-in. You could go in, and ULVL could not answer at all. That's exactly what happened. Unlimited chase for SUNSPARKS, giving them a free kill, and not to mention, again, safety is out of the map here for ULVL right now.
Oh, I kind of seen what Killer is doing right there, but again, Ling will be opting for Unseen right here. Let's see, the Valir will be pushing him away, but then this gives Jay just go for the push.
Man, that's going to be a very strong push coming in here from SUNSPARKS if ever that went wrong. Fortunately, ULVL was able to at least hold on to that last bit of safety, and they are going to be able to at least defend second tier turret on mid. Again, how long that's going to be, I'm not sure, because right now itemization looking really good here for that lane. Going for the chase still on the top lane. That's going to be Escanor. Going to be following shortly by Basic. Great falling Star Moon. JP forced to go and fly out of the way. Whoa, that was faster than Spider-Man chasing after Mary Jane right there. Top lane gonna be the one here for target in ULVL's arsenal here, and they are just waiting for SUNSPARKS to make a move.
So far, there are no casualties onto that messy fight earlier, but again, that left a bit enough space for ULVL to just really go back and just scale and go for economy. But you have to take into consideration the damage output that the Ling is inflicting, and as well as the Farsa. Even though that she's the support right here, the fact that it hurts, especially she has the range to do so, to shove away level, and it gives an allowance to the members of SUNSPARKS to go for a team fight if that ever happens. But to me, right now, with that messy fight earlier, I think it's kind of like a signal as well for both of them to just really calm down. Because if they went any further, the casualties that can really leave an impact. And speaking of casualties, it's gonna happen right now. Killwatch is gonna be ejected, and Outlast will go for the clean.
There you go. I think that was a big deal. Now there's gonna be one less member to worry about, especially it's a Cho, right?
Oh.
That is great for ULVL, making use of Deb on that flicker. But now it's gonna be the revenge here on Unseen. Unfortunately, that is a huge loss as well, stopping ULVL. You thought you were safe for a few moments? Well, JP has something else to say about that. It's gonna be SUNSPARKS going on the hunt again. They're not done as of yet.
I mean, SUNSPARKS don't really knows how to do overkills right there. I mean, that was 1 in 3 earlier onto the bottom side. But going back right here, Escanor will be forced to back away with half HP. And if you noticed, Rockhart, that even though that the members of ULVL are really grouped together in threes, especially onto the bottom side, Ling knows his priority well, and he wants to target Unseen. Because if you notice, he's really giving all the ults and the damages to him. And that's because it's a good call for him to deny the output. And speaking of output, the Cooper will be going for that knockdown and goes for the kill. Let's see if Deb will be surviving through. Placing Duet will not be enough to compensate to that shove. And PLVJ to flicker out and harass the Claw, forces to go back. But it's not. This is gonna do much, and it will decide to disengage.
Looking good here for SUNSPARKS, making use of their advantages at the middle parts of the game. We are approaching 10 minutes here. It's 5-10 on the kill score. SUNSPARKS leading still by 6,000.
Oh.
Again, going for basic here. What a failure on that falling star moon gives him wide open for SUNSPARKS to take a kill. I don't think basic saw that coming at all, Seiya.
Yeah, and that was really uncalled for because, okay, I think I get it that he wanted to have that potential kill, but the fact that the members of SUNSPARKS are still in the vicinity, they are in the area, and with that, we just seen how the Kufra was able to really aid into the hands of, if I'm not mistaken, the one he tried to knock up was the Ling. But again, going back here into the bottom side, okay, now that was a nice Tyrant's Revenge, but makes it for a shutdown. Let's see. He manages to pick off 2 members from SUNSPARKS right there, which will be giving him an amount of allowance for resources and gold as well.
Some people that might be a fail, but for me that was absolutely beautiful from Rafflesia. Locking down multiple people with the Tyrant's Rage slows them down. It actually disables them completely from going into a Lord take, which is going to be a huge advantage. The death timers are going to be a little bit more forgiving. I think Rafflesia might actually make it in time for a big push if ever they do want to go for it, and that resets the game for them. They're back on the map, and they can probably take a team fight if they want to. So great job for SUNSPARKS. However, of course, the Lord will be taken out of account. JP on the backside goes in for the Tempest Blades. Only will be able to do some damage, not gonna be able to finish off Unseen just of yet. And KLVJ gets a kill on the backside. Killuwash with knock upon the Chew, not gonna be mattering that much, as Lord's still alive and Super Minions are on top and bottom.
Like what I mentioned earlier with the side of Ling, right, you're really prioritizing the Valir target. But going back right here, it's going to be ejected. Rafflesia's on low health. Valir will be going for the kill. But again, that is a turn take for the side of Ling and will go back into a comfort space. But again, it seems that Kevin J is on a pinch right here. Let's see if they will be having any more backups. Yes, they will. Esmeralda will be having a kill. And Ling will be cornered. Will he be picked off? No, he is going to stay. In time.
Seriously.
In time, too. In time.
Seriously, right? JP's just going nuts. He is nuts on this Ling. No matter what kind of mistakes SUNSPARKS commits, this guy just does not want to fall down. Proves absolute mastery of that hero here from
Yes.
JP. So again, commendations for that. But again, we are not done as of yet on the map.
Oh.
Right now, it's gonna be Chu absorbing all of the critical hits. Who's gonna go down first? It will be JP. Oh my God! What a beautiful outplay from Chu. They are back in it. That's one big damage dealer against the biggest damage dealer on the map, and looks like ULVL can take a big fight on the top lane.
You were mentioning how the mastery of, JP has it with the link. Let's go back into that replay.
Let's go.
real quick. Okay, there goes the shove. Blazing Duet's gonna be utilized, really abusing that range, and goes for that normal hit kill. But again, going back right here into our present times, it looks like Claude has snagged the kill for himself. Will be forced to go back right now, and it seems like the immortality will be proc, but not enough to survive hell. And going here, transitioning now into, I think this is a good opportunity now for Chu to just get the resources everywhere, just as long as he could, because earlier we've seen some deficits on the side of ULVL, but them managing to really get back up for this early potential of a comeback is something really new and interesting for ULVL.
It is absolutely new here, and I'm not sure if that was just a miscalculation there, but overall, I feel like ULVL, they're actually doing pretty good in at least taking every opportunity that they are being given. And I think that's a very important factor here. If you want to keep this train rolling, if you want to get on the comeback train, you got to be able to recognize those small moments that you are presented, opportunities, if you will, that they can probably take advantage of. And I think they still have the tools to do that. So let's see if that's going to be happening here on the bottom lane.
Lord, resurrecting
For to take that kill for himself, which is really optimal because there are more people there. Right? There's some music and basic, but the link will be backing him up for that. Let's see if they can or anytime soon. That was a knockup, but that was a good choice to go and back away.
Oh, okay. So right as I said, they probably could have come back. They answer. Nah, no, we're not gonna do that, Rockhart.
Yeah,
I know. Happens all the time. I'm not gonna speak at all at this point, right? Just let him do it. Tyrant's Rage gonna be missed, of course, with the Purify from Escanor. Trying to see if he can keep the Lord in vision while the rest of the team tries to see if they can go in. It looks like he will be alone for this fight against 4 people going for the Lord. Will be stopped here by Rafflesia, and that's gonna be balanced out here. Chu wanted to go for the team fight, but will be denied as well. And looks like that will be just kills going over to the side of ULVL, despite, again, JP outplayed by Chu there. Gonna be going for a chase, and that is another one. 2 for 0 on the 1v1 counter. But again, this is not 1v1, this is Mobile Legends, the real deal, the team fight. And so far, SUNSPARKS is still way ahead with a Lord advantage.
But you have to really take note of Chu right there, because as the game progresses, he is scaling up. And the more damage that he gets and the more resources that he takes, this Chu can be the potential key of ULVL to have this game turned around and about. Because all he has to do is pin down at least the Forza or the Link, and then it's good and done for the side of ULVL. But this is the question, will SUNSPARKS let that happen? Of course not. The main objective right here is to sustain and go for that potential pickoff and really protect as well.
Oh no. Fatal links on a single target. That's what I was afraid of. And now ULVL are not going to be able to take the team fights for sure. And I think they realize that they are slowly backing off. Uranus on the top side might not make that much of a difference, but now it's going to be SUNSPARKS barreling down the mid lane. This could be the last team fight if this is not taken care of properly. That's going to be a big problem. Chu is going to be chased off by Kale and Killulash here. Going to go for the body battle mirror image. Will he be able to make it out? He will! Of course, JP is still here with the Blazing Duet. Not going to be enough this time. That is 2-1 on the 1v1. It's going to be over if they don't make it out here alive. Unseen will be chased down, and that's the Bavlier going down to the Feathered Airstrike. And now Escanor in the mid lane trying to see if he can clear up that minion wave. Not going to be happening anytime soon. SUNSPARKS is now inside the base of ULVL.
Yes, and knowing this, they don't really necessarily have to get a pick off. They just need to really distract these 3 members of U level for that potential base take. And this is what JP is trying to do. Okay, let's see right now. Okay, the ult will be used. Fatal Ace will be going to clump them in, but that is not enough. You have to take out, they lack the damage dealer, which is true. And the Farsa will just utilize the range that they have to shovel away the members of U level. And I think this is it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
2 tanks not gonna be able to clear up that minion wave at all. Congratulations for SUNSPARKS taking game 1 against U level.